There's seconds away. We're ready. We need a light that says on air.
That's what Sheriff did.
Yeah,
Okay, we're good.
although the mic is blinking, I don't know if that means it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's on. Now call the meeting, Carbon County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, a prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Father, thank you for every body, mind, and heart that fills the presence of this room. Strengthen our confidence in who you have made us to be. I believe that you will guide us in this meeting so that the results can be seen days, months, and even years after today. Amen.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of constituting the accuracy of written minutes. Tapes are reused, eliminating recorded records of these proceedings. Approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held June 4th, 2020.
Move to approve. Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on to a special report by Sheriff Ordella.
Thank you, Commissioners. This is a press release from the Sheriff's Office regarding the resumption of license to carry firearm permit processing. Beginning Monday, June 15th, the Carbon County Sheriff's Office will resume the processing of Pennsylvania license to carry permits. In order to limit the anticipated high volume of applications for new and renewal permits, individuals will be required to schedule an appointment by calling the Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. To protect Sheriff's Office employees and the general public, and in accordance with CDC and Pennsylvania Department of Health guidelines, masks covering both nose and mouth and on-site hand sanitizing are required. In order to accommodate the backlog of new applications and renewals, the Sheriff's Office will be open on a temporary basis on Wednesday evenings until 7:30 p.m. and on Saturday mornings from 8:30 a.m. until 12 noon. Credit card payments will not be available on evening and Saturday appointments. Personal checks, money orders, and cash payments will be accepted. Applications can be obtained on site and at the link that was be available on the Carbon County Court's webpage. Thank you.
Real quick, Tony, while we're on the subject, before we move on, I want to give a little bit of how many gun permits you normally, or renewals you normally do a month?
Well, we do about 12,000 a year, so we're probably behind, I would say, in the area of about 600.
Okay, and that's hence the need, because it takes about 10 minutes to do each one, correct?
10 to 15
10
minutes.
to 15 minutes, and that's why we need to set up an appointment and extend
Correct.
hours to be able to catch up.
Correct. The other issue is, we depend on the Pennsylvania InstaCheck system to do the background check, and there are occasional delays depending on the volume of applications. So we may have to deal with some delays in getting reports back from and clearances from the PIC system.
Yeah, and all this was brought about because the gun permit applications and that we were unable to take care of it or do it during this time frame because of COVID. So the deadlines for applications were extended, and now the deadline is what, July?
The end of July, correct.
End of July, so in this time period, we have to make up for that.
Correct, and that's the reason why we wanted to get an early start on this so that we can address the backlog before that deadline expires.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Haley, any questions real quick for Sheriff? No. Okay, good enough, we'll move on.
Report of executive sessions held.
There was 2 executive sessions held, one on Friday, June 5th at 11 a.m. and one on Tuesday, June 9th at 11 a.m. for personnel reasons.
Department reports, the budget transfers.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There are no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of payroll check numbers 72434 through 72458, and direct deposit numbers 6020132 through 6020523 for the payroll paid to the payroll fund checking account for all county funds totaling $521,186.17. This is the payroll dated June 5th, 2020.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Approval of check numbers 213443 through 213867 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $1,173,699.45.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report?
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The personnel report?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Adult probation, Veterans and Drug Court for approval. Memorandum of Understanding between the county and the Administrative Office of Pennsylvania Courts awarding funds in the amount of $19,082 for discretionary grants to support both the Clarby County Veterans Treatment Court and Drug Treatment Court. Funds will be utilized to offset costs of transportation, incentives, additional hours for staff, training, and drug testing supplies. The application was approved by the Commissioners on February 20th, 2020.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, this time I'd like to call on Rick Parsons to expand on what we just approved.
Yes, good morning, Commissioners. I'm pleased to report that we were awarded this grant. It's approximately a little bit over $9,000 for each of the courts. Some of the expenses, as indicated, were going to be used for incentives, additional hours. We're trying to get more random drug testing, unannounced drug testing at night. That's one of the main reasons for that. Offset some of the costs for drug testing. And as you're all aware, transportation has always been a huge issue, so offsetting some of the costs for transportation. Probably my most exciting piece of this is the training piece. We've seen a lot of trauma in both of the courts. And we have not really had a lot of training out there what to do with the trauma after we identify. And so the training we're doing is not only for my staff, but also for some staff at Carbon Road Pike Drug and Alcohol, and also Carbon Road Mental Health and Disability Services, and providing some training on how to handle trauma and what are some interventions that we can teach some of our participants. So I'm really excited about being able to roll that out. I don't think it will not only have a great impact on our court, but I think we'll have a great impact on the department as well. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Rick Haley?
No questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. The bid award, the Correctional Facility Water System Control Building Project. A recommendation was received from Carbon Engineering to reject the bid for the Correctional Water Facility Water System Control Building Project due to non-compliance.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Re-advertisement. Authorize the re-advertisement of the Water System Control Building Equipment and Piping Rehabilitation Project.
Move to approve the re-advertising.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Children and Youth for approval and execution, the fiscal year 2019-2020. Purchase a service agreement with Diacon Child, Family, and Community Ministries of Tofton, Pennsylvania, as per the attached rates.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Communications 911 for approval and execution. A request was received from the Communications Director submitting an agreement with Associate of Public Safety Communications Officials International, Incorporated, APCO, for the APCO in Telecom Guide Card Software Project to provide new training and quality assurance and improvements as required by Act 12 in the amount of $65,554.97. This was approved under the statewide interconnectivity grant.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Courts for approval and execution, renewal agreement with Westlaw Proflex, includes 10 users to the 3-year contract with Best Publishing Corporation for electronic access subscription package from July 2020 to June 2023 at a total cost of $5,569.74 per month, and it covers 10 users as listed.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Solicitors report, the food and refreshment concession for approval and execution, an addendum to the lease agreement between the county and Robert E. Brown of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, for operation of the food and refreshment concession at Moke-Chunk Lake Park. Rental payments are amended, so the first payment will be in the amount of $1,250, payable no later than July 31st, 2020. Electric payments are amended to reflect a payment of $80 for the month of July 2020. Rental and electric payments for the month of June are waived.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Josiah White Park, authorize the reinstatement of the agreements with the vendors as listed for concession services in Josiah White Park for the year 2020, effective immediately. Rental payments for the balance of the year are adjusted to $100 each.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Further business? Hearing the commissioners' reports, Mr. Honor?
The only thing, I know everybody's been asking about our funding that we're getting, well, we still did not get the guidelines to give it away, to give the money for grants to boroughs and however they're gonna have it broken up. But I think one thing is that we will be the administrators for the money. I know there was questions of if it was gonna go directly to the boroughs or townships or how it was gonna be, but, and yesterday we did actually look into it, so we might be looking into hiring somebody to look over this money, because we could wind up getting 10,000 bills sent to us that have to be approved, and it has to be all COVID related. So that's gonna be something, we'll probably have a better report on it, because we're supposed to meet with them next week sometime, somebody from the governor's office. So hopefully we'll have guidelines of where this money can go. One of the other things I think everybody has seen is the farm vouchers have been out. People can apply for them. They did up the value on them a little bit, but it is, I'm not sure, do we have that on our website now?
Yes.
Is that on, that's on the
Yes.
website, and there's locations where they can pick it up, and the vouchers will be mailed to this year. You will not have to pick them up, they will be mailed directly to your address. And that's about it, all I have.
Commissioner Lukasevich?
Yeah, the only thing I brought you literally just came in before we stepped in here. I printed it out, but haven't read it at all.
Yeah,
So we still have to go through it and see what it really says, but it literally just came in, so
Yeah.
that's it. But no, nothing.
Yeah, just as Rocky had mentioned, and along with Chris here, it's gonna be extremely time-consuming and complex with how this is gonna happen. And we're not even, it depends what happens in Harrisburg. I know there was a resolution, and that things, it's even possible some of that funding could go away, until that check's in our hands, we don't know.
well, and I just want to comment on that too. Everybody should be keeping record of what they're spending money on. I mean, if they bought a tent to have their business open, if they bought a laptop for a worker to work at home, and down to like the dollar mask, keep track of it, because we need that documentation, because at the end of the year, we will be the ones getting audited for it, and we have to do it correctly.
No documentation, no money.
You got
Simple as
it.
that.
Yeah, it's as simple as
And
that.
we've been saying that for how long, you know, at all our meetings, Zoom meetings, et cetera, we've been trying to stress that fact. Have to document everything.
And a lot of times, like this amount of money that we're getting is an enormous amount of money. I don't wanna give any of that back. I mean, I wanna give it to the people that need the help.
Okay, that's all I have. Meeting adjourned. It is the second Thursday of the month, so I'll call the election board meeting to order at this time. Are there any guests concerning election board business? Hearing none, meeting adjourned. Whichever meeting we go, that works me. No, Lisa's still tied up, counting, going through the provisional ballots and things of that nature, so she's still extremely busy down there. I don't think we have the two part-timers, but we do have one of the part-time, or full-time staffers from our office is still down there, assisting down there. I can tell you this, that our part-time staffers we hired, we had those there, people for I don't know how many weeks now. They aren't there this week, but then we called another staffer back to assist in the processing of all the absentee, or the mail-in ballots, I should say, and all the other issues that occur because with the new registrations, you can register them up to 15 days before mailing out the applications for the ballots and then sending them back and opening them all is a very busy process. It took us about 2.5 days to go through all the mail-in ballots and write-in ballots, et cetera. So it was extremely time-consuming. In the 2.5 days after, we probably had about 4 other, I think, additional office personnel in that office assisting those 2 part-time and our full-time staff. And the part-timers were working full-time hours. So the change of laws came with a huge cost to the county in personnel, and in fall, I think we certainly suspect it'll possibly double, and it will not be easy. Now, a lot of this was because of the COVID, some of it, I don't think all of it. I think the people, as they become more aware of the mail-in ability, being able to apply online, et cetera, that is only gonna increase over the years, so. It's going to be interesting, and it's going to require additional staff. Additional space was the big problem. We had at least two teams going through the mail-in ballots at a time, double checking names, check-offs, make sure everything was up, and as far as voting, ability to vote in, as well as that no possibility of double voting, going to the polls, voting, and then doing a mail-in too, so they had to go through every one and check off the names to make sure either they voted at the polling place, because that was possible, that they could mail in the ballot and then turn around at the polling place. So we're doing as much as possible to ensure that the system is, how should I say it, safe and accurate with no fraud. You know, we're doing everything possible to avoid that. Okay. Bailey, any questions?
Just elections got me thinking, with so many more people voting in November, I mean, has there been anything talked about after the primary, like something that you can do differently, or do you just need more staff to help?
Well, staff and space.
Space,
I think
space would be
Space is gonna be a big
Yeah,
issue.
space.
So, and we're working on that with the building projects, which we're gonna talk about in the next couple of weeks where we're at with that, and the moving of the election office, which, you know, the change in laws, the new equipment necessitated, made it necessary to make that office a lot bigger. You need additional space for storage of equipment, all the absentee ballots and everything we need to conduct an election anymore, and even space when the people come back with all the equipment and everything. It's really getting time consuming and expensive to conduct an election for the county. And people have to realize that when they change laws in Harrisburg, we're the ones that usually pay for it.
Haley, I think if you go back and look at the concerns that were voiced after the November elections, confidentiality and things like that, you haven't heard those at all. So Lisa really worked hard to correct those deficiencies. Now, obviously, the pandemic and the change in the act, the law, created more challenges. But I'll tell you what, it has been very positive so far, the feedback that's been received in regards to the process and methodology, given the difficult situations that the elections were running this time.
But there were over 6,600, I don't have the exact number with me today, but over 6,600 applications for mail-in and absentees. Approximately 5,600 were returned, so some never send it in. So you can imagine what the volume of that is compared to last year or an election 4 years ago for the presidential was about 600. But the 6,600 for applications for absentee at that time before they changed the law. So it made it a lot easier to vote, but it also creates problems in our offices.
I just have a question about the vendors in Josiah Way Park. Are they there on Saturdays and Sundays, just the weekend?
Yeah, that effective
Yeah,
date is
that's
coming up. They'll be coming back at their convenience when they,
Yeah,
when they want to.
but their contract allows them 7 days a week.
Yeah.
No surprise that Saturday and Sundays, you
Correct.
tend to see them.
Some never came in during the week, some only weekends, it varied. Some are there almost every day.
Okay, that's all I got.
That's it, okay, here you go. Thank you.